He says, so the wizard is a con man. The wizard is a trickster. The wizard has no real power of his own, which is why he holds on to people who have real power. He keeps them close in order to uphold the illusion, in order to keep the con going. Everything he does is engineered. It is manufactured, man, manipulated, man. It is upheld by those surrounding him who have real power. So their real power now is being fed into the system, fed into the illusion, fed into the con. That's how reality becomes enmeshed with illusion. That's how the truth gets absorbed by the system. You hear the alarm? They started as soon as I sat down to record. So then the con becomes an egregor. The con, the illusion, becomes empowered by the thoughts and minds of the collective as they absorb that truth or that new reality. They absorb that new reality as truth, and they are living out and acting out this illusion. They're living through the illusion, and so they become a part of the con. They become a part of the egregor, of the movement. So that's why even if and when the illusion is revealed, the truth is revealed, the veil is pulled back, those who see it have a choice. They can choose to believe the reality of the situation. They can choose to believe this new information, to receive and accept this new information, and to make those changes, to transform, to change their mindset. Or they can choose to believe that there is still power within that person, that wizard, the con, still holds power, so long as people believe it. So as long as people believe that the wizard has the power to help them, to provide, to fix a problem, then the illusion will continue. The egregor continues to receive the power, the energy from those who believe in it. So having faith and trusting in a system that has no true power, that is actually siphoning the power from those who believe in it. As we continue to believe in the illusion of an outside source of power, an external source of power, then we will continue to feed the beast. We'll continue to feed the illusion. The system will continue to run so long as there are people who are believing that the system has some type of value, has some type of power. That's why the journey of That's why the awakening journey is a journey of one. We as a collective support and encourage and provide space, hold space for one another. We hold space for one another. But the work, the effort, the essence of awakening lies within, because we have to return to the truth. The truth is that the system, the illusion, has no real power. And when we call our power back, when we hold back what is ours, and when we rediscover and redefine what is power, what is purpose, who we are, each one redefining for ourselves who we are, why we're here, and aligning with the authenticity and the truth of you, of who you are. Each one taking that single journey, that solitary, seemingly solitary journey, because we have been conditioned to believe that we need to have the approval of the collective, the approval of society in order to be. So when we see past the veil and we see the truth that the con man is simply a The con man is the physical representation of the illusion. The con man engineers the illusion. And when we can see that, the illusion, once it's released into the collective and it takes hold of the collective consciousness, the collective mindset then is geared toward following and believing and living for the illusion. And oftentimes, even as the illusion crumbles, you're going to have those people who are holding so fast to the illusion because they're choosing the illusion over truth. They're choosing to believe something, whether or not it is true. And that is their journey. That is, that's where they are in their journey at the moment. And it is not our responsibility, although it feels so heavy, and especially those of us who are empathetic, who are and on our own awakening and healing journeys, we feel the compassion for the others and for those in our circle and those in society and those within the collective. And as we see so many events that are occurring that are proving and revealing the truth, that it can become overwhelming, and the disillusion is allowed to remain because it's easier than change. At least in the moment, it may feel easier than change. So true collective change will only come as each person, as each individual decides that the pain of change is less painful than the pain of remaining the same. So the pain of change holds more value than the pain of remaining the same. I'm going to say that one more time. The change will come. Transformation will come. When the pain of change holds more value than the pain of remaining the same. As each one of us takes responsibility for our own personal journey, for our own walk, for our own self-remembering and rediscovery, then it's like pebbles in the ocean. Each one of us dropping our pebble into the ocean and creating that ripple effect. And that ripple effect is what's going to disrupt the illusion, is what's going to disturb the frequency of the illusion. And that's how we are able to help our brothers and sisters, help the collective consciousness in evolving and moving forward and awakening and healing, is as we each one drop our pebble by dropping into ourself and rediscovering, remembering who we are, and calling our power back. Then we're able to impact the system, impact the illusion by rippling truth and a higher vibration, a higher frequency into the collective. Once we see that, and once we acknowledge that, and once we embrace that truth for ourselves, each one taking that singular journey, that long, narrow road to self, which is a spiral road, which is an inverted road that brings us back to the top of ourselves because of who we are, where it brings us back to our true identity, our wholeness, our fullness, our higher selves. That's the journey. That's the teaching of Christ consciousness. Wow, I wasn't sure where this was going. Thank you, Spirit. This was a little bit long. If you stayed with me, I thank you for joining me in my little journey here. I'm so grateful to share my stream of consciousness with you. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any, let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions, comments, or thoughts of any kind that you would like to share with me, let me know. Please share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.